Welcome to the channel, everyone. Today we are going to take a look at 3 models of the Bushwacker Plus. We're going to look at a 15DS, compare it to a 15FK, as well as we're going to look at a 17FD, just so that we can see some of the differences in the models. So let's start with the 15DS. The 15DS is going to have an approximate dry weight of 1,960 pounds and approximately 1,300 pounds of cargo. When we start with the outside, the 15DS is going to have a single tank of propane, space enough for 2 batteries up front in the battery tray. As we make our way around, we have a gas electric water heater. We are sitting on nice large tires with black rims and polished aluminum. So very, very beautiful looking rims. Now those are sitting on a torsion axle to give the trailer a smoother tow. Out back, we actually have 2 stabilizer jacks that you can put down just to take a little bit of bounce out when you're camping. As we make our way around, we have an outside shower, and then of course we have our 30 amp hookup and our city water connection. The dump valves are very easily located. They're at the front of the trailer here, nice and easy to access, with the black on the left and the gray on the right. We also have our freshwater tank fill right here, as well as a solar panel hookup connection. Now let's go take a look inside the trailer and look at this layout. So again, we're 1,960 pounds dry weight, which gives us a lot of flexibility. When you first step in, you're going to notice the double burner Suburban propane range. We have a large, and large for the size of trailer, single sink that is all stainless steel, nice and easy to clean. Down below the sink we have some storage, so we pop this open. We've got a nice large storage compartment. Next to it we have our microwave, all conveniently located. Now on the left of the sink we do have our command center, which has our water pump and our water heater switches for electric and gas. We also have our buttons here for our different tank levels, and a 110 volt plug-in for those extra accessories like a coffee maker or a toaster that you may want to use in the morning. Above the kitchen we have this nice shelf that is very spacious to hold extra gear, as well as our entertainment center. And as you can see, it has a Bluetooth mode, so you can stream your music to the actual media center. Over on this side we have our thermostat for our furnace, so that in the cooler weather you can camp and stay nice and warm, and we have a large storage compartment here. Now just below we have our fridge. It's a single door fridge. Pop it open, it's nice and large with the ability to hold cans and additional storage here. Now our bath is a separated bath on this unit, which is really nice. We have our toilet to the right, and then we have our shower. And the shower is very elegantly appointed. The surround has a ceramic tile look, and the gray and white coloring really just gives it a nice overall look, and it pops. Shower head mounted on the wall, and most importantly right above is a nice large skylight that gives us a little more clearance height wise, as well as it lets in a lot of natural light. As we make our way forward, we have 2 opposing sofas that actually flip down and convert into a sleeping area in this unit. And also what we don't have up right at the moment, but we'll show you here, you can see the holders in the floor for our table, and our table is just currently stowed away right up in here, so we can set the dining table in place to eat and be comfortable, to do any work remotely if we need to. Then when it's time to sleep, or you want to have that afternoon nap, put the table away, fold down the sofas, and you have a very large sleeping area. Now, something to note, we have a large window that is screened on the left, and on the right we have an emergency window, but it is also screened. And that is done so that you can have cross ventilation if you happen to be dry camping. Now, if you're in a campground, really warm weather, there is a wall-mounted air conditioner here. And for those dry camping days, or if you make a stop during your travels and you want to vent the unit out, pop open those windows, turn on the high volume fan here, and you'll feel the air circulation being pulled through the trailer. Now let's go take a look at our next model so that you can have a comparison side by side. So now we are going to go to a 15FK. The 15FK is a little bit lighter. It weighs in at 1,900 pounds, has approximately 1,300 pounds of cargo. Up front, you're going to see that we have a single propane tank here, room for dual batteries. As we make our way around, a nice wide door, we have the same nice large tires with black and polished aluminum rims. We do have a storage compartment here. So there's a nice storage, deep and L shape, so that you can put a fair amount of gear. There's also a 110 plug on the outside for any griddles, radios, extra accessories that you might want to run. On the back, there are 2 stabilizer jacks for stabilizing the unit during camping. And something I didn't point out on the previous 15 is that the spare tire is undermounted on the unit, so it's out of the way and out of the sunlight. As we come around this side, very similar, we have our outdoor shower, our gas electric water heater. Low point drains are located nice and convenient if you happen to be coming up from a warmer climate to a colder climate. Our 30 amp plug-in is right here, as well as our city water connection. As we move forward, we have our furnace exhaust, which is on the off-camping side, as some campers have that on the camping side and you're getting your exhaust heat while you're sitting at the picnic table. We don't have to worry about that here. Our dump stations are in the same location, with black on the left and gray tanks on the right. As we pivot up, again, we have our solar panel plug-in here and our fresh water tank fill right here. Now let's go take a look inside and see what the difference of this 15FK is versus the 15DS. Well, first thing you'll notice is right away when we come in, we move the positioning of some of our appliances. There is a nice large single door fridge here. Next to it, we have our microwave, the 2-burner Suburban cooktop. Our command center is located here. So we have our water pump switch, our water heater switches for gas and electric, and our buttons to look at our gauges for our tanks. Now, we also have some USB plugs, a TV antenna plug-in, and a 110 outlet, because you could set a TV on top of this countertop space above the fridge. You can also use it as a prep area or put other items like coffee makers, espresso machine. Yes, I'm getting a little fancy there. A toaster, any of those items that you may want. Above, again, we have that same shelf, nice and wide to be able to hold those extra items, and then our media center, which also has the Bluetooth mode. As we pivot around, right next to the door is actually our thermostat for our furnace. So again, in cooler weather, you're going to be able to camp and stay nice and toasty warm. Now, some differences. This is going to be a wet bath, where in the 15DS we had the toilet separate from the shower. Based on this layout, we go to a wet bath to use the space most efficiently. We have the same surround that has that gray and white tile look, and here is our shower head to make showering easy. Now, something I didn't point out earlier is that there is a roller shade for the shower. Nice and easy, as you can see, to put in place, and then when you're done showering, it actually rolls away, and in its feature, it's almost self-cleaning. Next to the shower, we have our stainless steel sink with some storage below. Our furnace is located right here, and above we actually have our wall-mounted air conditioner, so if you're in the opposite climate we described earlier, in a really warm climate, and you either have a generator or plugged into 30 amps, you'll be able to run that air conditioner and stay nice and cool. Now, should you be dry camping, we have an emergency exit with a screen on it, and that is done so that you can, with a simple twist of the handle and a push, you can open that window, set it as such, and start to get ventilation through. Then on this side, we have another window with a screen that can be unlocked and opened for cross ventilation. If it's a little warmer day, you can then reach up to the high volume fan, which is a 12-volt fan, turn that fan on, and it will start drawing air through the cabin to help keep it cool. We also have some storage here next to the door. Now let's talk about our sleeping area. Currently this is set up to show you the sleeping configuration. It's a nice large sleeping area. However, you can remove these cushions, set them in place, and then the table that you're seeing here can be placed on its leg and be used, and it will pivot around to make it easy to get in and out for eating, for doing any work remotely. But when it's time to sleep, down it goes, and you have this large sleeping area. Now let's take a walk over to the 17-footer. So maybe you're considering a slightly larger trailer. Just that little bit of extra room. So the 17FD may be that choice. Weight is going to go up a little bit. It's approximately 2,240 pounds and has about 1,000 pounds cargo capacity. It's going to have many similarities to the 15s. Up front, we have a single propane tank, a battery tray capable of holding 2 batteries. As we walk around the 17FD, we have the same large tires, black rims with polished aluminum. We do have the outside 110-volt plugs if you need that in a campground. And let's take a look at the storage compartment. A little bit wider, and it is a full pass-through compartment on this 17FD, where on the previous unit it was not a full pass-through. Out back we have our 2 stabilizer jacks, and our spare is mounted below out of the sunlight, keeping it nice and safe. Here is the opposite side of our storage. We have our shower and our city water connection here. A little difference from the 15s is our dump valves are located towards the back of the trailer here, with our gray tank on the left and our black tank on the right. Our low point drains are also here for convenience. As we make our way forward, we have our 30 amp connection, our furnace exhaust, our plug-in for our solar panel if you wanted to purchase a solar panel and plug it in, our gas electric water heater, and our fresh city water connection. Now that we've reviewed the outside of the trailer, let's take a walk inside and see the difference in the configuration of the 17FD. First thing you'll notice when you walk in, we have a dinette that is a really nice size with an angled table to be able to allow you in to sit down on that side, and that's done because we have a kitchen counter here at the edge, but very easy to get in and out. Now also, our kitchen is now moved to the side of the trailer. We have our stainless steel sink, Suburban 2-burner propane range. Below we have storage, and it's a nice abundant storage. Our furnace is located right below. It's a direct vent furnace. Above we have our microwave and our wall-mounted air conditioner for that warm weather. Our fridge has been moved forward, and it is the same single door fridge that gives you an abundance of storage. Our media center is located right here, and again, it does have a Bluetooth mode for listening to music, and our thermostat moves right over here with a 110 plug next to it. Now we do have the advantage of a countertop above the fridge, giving you some prep space. It's actually at a pretty decent height, or can be used for some additional storage. To cool the unit, if you're in warm weather, we do have the 12-volt high volume fan right here, and up front we have the two windows, the emergency exit with the screen, and on the left the sliding window with screen. Now this unit has a fixed bed, so if you prefer not to be taking a dinette, converting it for sleeping, and then unconverting it in the morning for dining, here is the advantage that you can have a fixed bed up front. It is the full width of the trailer, nice for sleeping two people, very convenient. Plus, you can convert the dinette into an additional sleeping in case you do have a guest. Now the last area to cover is actually our shower and wet bath. As you notice, the screen is currently closed. Simply take it, push it in gently, and it opens up nice and easily. We have our toilet here, it is a full wet bath, and our shower, and we incorporate the same gray and white tile looking surround, and there is a light inside as well for those darker days when you're going to need to have lights on. So that has been the comparison of our two 15-foot models and our 17-foot model. So we've covered the 17FD, the 15FK, and the 15DS in the 2023 Bushwacker Plus model family. Hope you've enjoyed the video. Please click the like button if you like the video. Please subscribe.